My name is Trevor Richardson and I work with Atkins Farm Machinery in Cork, and we're the importer distributor for the bredal range of trailed bulk fertiliser spreaders in Ireland. And here we have a bredal F series, which is one of three machines run by Grennan and Sons. In the past there were always three ranges of bredal machines: B series, K series and F series. The F series is the much higher spec model. It's fully isobus controlled as a standard feature. This particular machine is also hydraulically driven. The main features on the machines are, on an F series, that there are two individual floor belts, left and right side, that each disc is fed independently from left and right side. The discs are driven hydraulically, which basically allows the operator to fine-tune a different disc speed, left or right side, for headland spreading, and it also allows that the headland can be spread to the left of the tractor or to the right of the tractor. On this machine here we have a gearbox on left side and right side, which is a mechanical gearbox driven hydraulically and controlled by isobus and also by GPS. So when this particular machine drives into a field, all the operator has to do is choose what direction around the field he wants to go, what application rate he wants to get, and he just states what spread rate he wants to work at. From there the machine is more or less automatic. Once in the field running, the machine has got 4 weight cells built into the chassis, which are dynamic weight cells, which allow for self-calibration on the move. So if the fertiliser has a different consistency throughout a load, or the driver goes from one particular type of fertiliser to another, the machine will self-adjust. So say for example, if he's at 1 bag per acre with urea this morning, he can go to 3 bags to the acre with 18-6-12 after that without having to make any adjustments to the machine, completely automatic. The tolerances on the machine for accuracy would be plus or minus 1% of target rate, so it's very, very accurate. It's as accurate as any of the mounted trail machines or mounted weight cell machines that are on the market. When it's controlled by GPS, the machine makes its first pass around the outside of the field, so it creates a boundary on a screen inside the cab, and then the machine will not operate outside that boundary. So when the machine then starts to drive up and down in straight lines after the headland is spread, it will switch on and switch off automatically at either end of the field. Also with this machine there is section control, which allows very good control of the fertiliser in short corners of fields or in irregular shaped fields. And how it works is, once the boundary of the field, just say this is a field, once the machine has made the boundary around the outside, you're going to have short corners in each area of the field that can't be spread with a normal spreader efficiently. What this machine here does, as the spreader enters into the area that's narrow, it might be narrower on one side than on the other, there's 2 actuators here and here that change the drop point of the fertiliser on each disc independently. So effectively it moves the fertiliser from this side of the machine over into the opposite side, and it also reduces the amount coming out on the floor bed. So it allows then that the machine doesn't have any major overlaps more than what's required. Another feature of this machine is, in the past a lot of K series machines would have had an overlap of up to say centre to centre of 24 metres. The F series has a centre to centre, track to track overlap to 30 metres. So the discs are inward spinning, which allows the fertiliser to be thrown 30 metres to the left and 30 metres to the right, with a 180-degree overlap right behind the machine, with all fertilisers up to a maximum of 30 metres. All of this is completely independent of the operator. There are no adjustments on the machine outside. It's impossible to make any changes out here. Everything is done from the cab. One of the major factors overlooked when bulk fertiliser spreaders are being configured would be choice of tyre. There's a huge range of tyres available for machines now, so you have an option of cross-ply tyres, radial tyres, tractor grip tyres, or just low ground pressure type tyres. This particular machine is on a Michelin Cargo 750 30.5 tyre, which is a steel belted radial tyre, which means that there's a steel belt in the side of the profile of the tyre and across the top and the bottom profile. So it's designed to carry weight but also run at a very low ground pressure. This particular tyre will run anywhere between 16 and 18 psi when fully loaded. Typical machine of this size will be carrying 10 tonnes. A lot of farmers get nervous when they see a big tractor and a trailed implement coming into a field in the springtime of the year, but realistically this machine has an awful lot less ground pressure footprint than most farmers' own tractors. Typical pressure on this machine here, carrying 10 tonne, weighing about 4.5 to 5 tonnes, this spreader would have about 16 to 18 psi of a footprint on the ground, which is quite low for a machine of the size. All to do with tyre choice. put it in a comparison, would be like a standard Massey Ferguson 390 would be a very small two-wheel drive tractor on a 16.9 by 38 wheel that would have well over 20 psi of ground pressure. So these machines are designed to travel on soft ground early in the year.
My name is Michael Connolly. I am working with John Grennan and Sons. We are operating 5 spreaders, 2 16 tons and 3 F10s. As part of the service John Grennan and Sons gives to their customers, I do maintenance on all spreaders once a week. Trait testing is done on a daily basis, giving us results like this. We have an experienced team of operators, some of which are with us over 20 years.